Your Japanese immersion is trash. So, I'm gonna go over what makes immersion have quality. This is why you're probably not getting big results, or the reason that your hours are more quantity than quality. And the thing that makes me crazy is that you probably don't even know you're doing it. Now, why should you listen to me? I have been studying English for plus 3 years, Spanish for 15 months, and because I'm also a calisthenics athlete, I always look for the most disciplined and efficient way of acquiring languages. You're probably thinking that if you're watching something like animes or Japanese drama, there's just no way I'm not being that efficient. And it's not because you don't use the perfect Jamitan settings or you don't have the perfect 95% of comprehension content to fit the level you're currently at. Your quality immersion sucks because of how you live your daily life. Let's be honest, are you really paying attention to your immersion? Like, do you really notice when it is that you're acquiring any word? Or are you really comprehending the story besides not really having more than a 30% of comprehension? I noticed that this used to happen a lot to me with my English, so I didn't really know when it was that I acquired any word, for the reason that I literally had a bullshit attention span. I literally used to watch TikTok for 4 to 8 hours daily, and you probably know already how that would have affected my immersion at that moment. Literally, I struggled to do even 30 minutes of immersion, which is just nothing when compared to my immersion hours now learning Japanese. And I'm not even mentioning the quality of my immersion, which of course has improved like crazy. Maybe you won't believe it, but every time I acquire a new word during my immersion, I notice it. That same moment happens like 40 to 60 times every day, even to the point of doing it unconsciously. Which, by the way, that's probably another point why you're not consistent at all. If you're not even able to notice progress, it's just a matter of time before you get burned out and quit Japanese. I know this sounds kind of stupid and you could think that it is over-optimizing, but believe me, whenever you start applying at least one of the things in your everyday, you really get addicted to studying or these types of activities which require mental effort. First, you probably know already more or less at what time your brain works. For me, it's the morning. Actually, not really in the morning, it's like super early in the morning. So I'm talking about 3 a.m. So usually the first hour of work, that is from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. I'm kind of still waking up, and so I don't expect my brain to work that much. Still, that is usually when I start scripting and recording a video. From 4 to 6, I will either read in Japanese or do my anki sessions, which is training as fuck, especially because every time I read, I'm trying to improve the speed while also not losing that much comprehension. You get the point. Usually most people have their brain working in the morning, specifically before they eat something. That's another thing. I wake up and I don't eat anything. You can't argue with me that someone who is fasted is actually going to be more efficient than someone who is eating breakfast while he studies or does work. So what I will recommend here is to just fast during your more mental draining hours. For me, that's the first 6 hours of my day in which I'm making videos, doing my anki session and reading. Also, fasting is really healthy, so that's a plus too. I've also heard that there's people who can work really late at night, so that's between 11 p.m. till 2 a.m. Basically, in an Andrew Hiragana podcast, this sleep expert says that when we were in the tribes, there was a need of taking turns to sleep. During sleep, we can't defend ourselves, so that's why they were taking turns, right? So because of that, there was cavemen who needed to function really late at night, and on the early morning, by doing this, they would probably be undefended for just 1 or 2 hours. Basically, see what works for you, but for most people, that is in the morning. And I am sure that your immersion quality, while even having quantity, will improve. So that's it for the video. Be sure to give me a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to have more discipline and language around friends. Thank you very much.